Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this food.
This is a story about a young lady named Selah and her family. Luke is her dad, Robin her mom.
People kind of put that image on, but I can show.
And Selah's teacher too. Robin homeschools Selah and her 5 brothers and sisters. Chloe and Abram are Selah's natural siblings. Jude, Naomi, and Levi are adopted.
It really is amazing to look back and see the way that God built our family. And adopting is a very different journey than some people experience, and having a child with disabilities is a different thing, and we really do feel fortunate that we have all of these things that make us who we are and make us unique.
Part of what makes this family who they are is Selah. She was born with Spina Bifida, a condition where the spinal cord does not form properly during pregnancy.
Those last 4 months of the pregnancy were hard, and we always say because we didn't know her.
There was so much unknown that fear really gripped my heart.
And when she was born and we met her, and we realized, oh, this wonderful person, this is what you're talking about? We can do this.
Because of her disability, her legs don't really work, but her heart does.
She's a fighter, she's a hard worker.
We were able to have confidence that the God that had been faithful to us in our lives prior to that day would be faithful and continue to care for us from that day forward.
But dealing with Selah's disability was difficult.
And it was all completely just beyond us. We had 0 experience with the medical field. From the beginning, we were just completely over our heads, and it's such a scary place to be. Financially, everything in the medical world is, costs 4 times anywhere else for some reason. The technology, you buy a chair for a child and it's $40, buy a chair for a special needs child and it's $400.
Then Luke and Robin heard about Variety, an organization that provided them with a lift for the family van, a special chair so Selah could sit at the same height as her family during dinner, and a bike, all at no cost to the family.
It was a knight in shining armor had come to rescue us in a way.
I honestly had never even considered that. I never even thought we would be able to get her a bike.
So it would have been something she would have done without, which, we understand is not the end of the world, but it's one of those things that is inclusive. When her 5 siblings go out to play, Selah can be right there with them. They were there to not just provide things, like a service, but to help you to love the life that you were getting ready to embark on. To know that the life that you're giving your child is a good one.
I can't and I don't want to imagine life without Variety.
You never feel like you're a burden to them. You feel like you're part of a team, that you're doing this together, and that they're just as happy to do it as we are happy to receive it.
Variety also provides extraordinary opportunities for children like Selah. In Variety's production of Peter Pan, Selah would play a part where she would fly.
For a long time I loved acting, so I was super excited when I heard I made it in, so it was awesome.
It was a moment her dad first learned about during the actual performance.
And it wasn't until the scene came up and I see and hear my daughter's voice and her sitting in the bed as Jane, and I knew the story well enough to know what happens next, and I immediately just started bawling because I knew I was going to see my baby fly across the stage unafraid, and I couldn't wait. It was magical.
Well, when I flew, it was awesome. Let me just say it was awesomer than I thought it would be.
Selah has not let her disability define who she is, and neither has her family. In fact, it has been Variety that has given them the courage to do more for others, like adopting their 3 children.
But I look at what Variety has done in our lives, and it helped us to feel confident in taking that next step in adopting.
But there is more. Now Luke and Robin, along with Selah and the other children, are moving later this year to Cambodia to help others less fortunate.
All the help that we've received from Variety has helped us to want to do that and help others that are less fortunate than we are.
Because we have too much to keep for ourselves. We've gotten too much. You know, there's no such thing as Variety Cambodia that I know of.
Not yet.
We'll start the new chapter.
Variety, the children's charity of St. Louis, still making a difference in the lives of children like Selah and their families.